Hi Sagittarius, I'm Shah from Charlie's Angel Tarot on YouTube and maybe in Buddayadvies on Facebook. Um, and if you're a new viewer, then please become a member. It's free of charge, just down here. Click on the bell if you would like to be notified, because I go live every day. And if you don't want to be notified, then don't click the bell. But please click the membership button, because that will save the channel in your library, and then you can find me much easier. I go live every day and I read for every single sign. I pull a card of the day, like in the olden days you would look in the paper and what is your horoscope for the day. Well, that's my motto by going live. So I hope you will come into the chat room. We call it the tea room. It's a culture on its own, or of its own at the moment, and it's really rocking half the time, if not 3/4 of the time. It's absolutely fantastic. The people in the room make the room. It is our tea room. The followers are calling it the cyber tea room. So that is already saying enough, I think. Well, this is your reading for June, and it is awesome. We start off with the anchor, and in the anchor you can see a boat coming in. That means you're coming home to a safe haven. And the anchor means that you have thrown your anchor down and it's steadfast. If you have a question, then the question is yes. And to clarify this card, we have the Four of Pentacles. Perhaps you are spending too much money, or you're holding on to your money. So if your question is, am I spending too much money? Yes. Am I stingy? Yes. Just as a joke. I love to throw a joke in now and again. But perhaps this is a warning that if you're spending too much money, then save some for a rainy day. If you are holding on to your money, then please be a little bit more free with your money. And of late, I've not only taken it as money, but also in relationships, because pentacles represent birth, growth and blossom, duration and long term. So if you look at it in a reading, then it can also be in a relationship. So in this card you might say, I'm coming home. Am I holding on to home too much, or am I too free by going away all the time? If you're working, for example, in the Marines, or if you've got the boat, then the answer is yes. I think it's so funny how the cards sort of roll into each other, or go with the stream, as we go with the flow, because this card is about being tight. So am I protecting the home too much, or am I worried too much about home? Then the answer is yes. This is the card of being too little or too much. And I get the longer I experience reading and seeing the cards and doing different decks that have different meanings, there's so much information going, it's unbelievable. Even now I am learning every time. In the second week of June, you have the bear. The bear represents standing your ground. The bear is a heavy animal, so you can't move him. He's like Taurus. For me, he's steady, going, protecting. You protect what you love and what's dear to you. The bear also means luck. The bear means that somebody might also be jealous of your luck. If you are in a judicial situation, because you've got justice here, you might be lucky and you might be protected, or you are protecting what you believe. And yes, the answer is, will I win the court case? Yes. So You're standing your ground and you're protecting what you believe, and justice will be done. Justice will be served. You will get what you deserve, whether it's negative or positive. Well, then you might say people don't have to be jealous of you if it is negative and you get a sentence. But yes, again, people are jealous by your luck, so I don't think it will be negative news. The Justice card is also the card of clarity because of the sword. You can see the sword, and she's also holding scales, so it means also balance. So people could be jealous of your balance, of your luck. People might be jealous of how clear you can communicate, because the source also means communication. Okay. In the third week, we have the rope and whip. Usually it is here it is the whip and the brush. So something is not quite right. You are having arguments and disagreements. Perhaps somebody is going into higher appeal because they are jealous of you because of the bear. Perhaps they feel unjustified and they're going into higher appeal, and they will try to make life difficult for you. But I don't think they will succeed, as you've got the Queen of Cups and the the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords represents honesty, judicial situations, justice, communication, and wisdom. She will fight if you've got an air sign fighting on your behalf. That could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. She will fight to the death, and she will get down to the center of the problem. She will try to get the clarity and honesty to the front. Okay, she is good in communication, so she can ask the right questions. So if you are in a judicial dispute or an issue that there is a disagreement, then get a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius to fight on your behalf, or rather a judicial person, a person that has studied law. And actually, law is coming to the forefront in your reading. Perhaps it is about money, that somebody else has been holding on to money that belongs to you. At the end of the month, you have the letter. It might be official news. To me, it sounds as if everything is quite official for you, Sagittarius, this month, because you've got the seal, the official seal. So you most probably will have official news. If not, it will be ordinary news, but it will be positive news because you've got the Four of Staves. The Four of Staves is celebrations, but usually just the basic meaning means a wedding. But a wedding is also a celebration, and you see the four corners of a house. Perhaps the disagreement was about buying a house, and there were some points of neglect, and you got the help in from the estate agent that also employed or instigated justice, or somebody from the justice to sort out the problems, and he fought on your behalf, and that's why the people are jealous, because you have good news coming to you, and they will have to part with their money. They cannot hold on to it, and that's why the answer to your question is yes. Your theme card is divine timing. So if you've been fighting this for a long time, then it is divine timing that has helped you. The angels and the universe has stood by your side. Sorry for my English. Now hold a question in your head, and this is the book of all the answers, and I will open spontaneously and I will give you the translation as it is in Dutch. Perhaps you have to leave other things in. Misschien moet je andere dingen voor laten. Perhaps you have to let go of other things. Perhaps you have to let go of other things. In other words, you might have to offer something up in order to get what you want. So if it is a judicial situation, right, and you've thought, right, I want 500,000 pounds or euros, whatever, then you might have to make a compromise because all your arguments aren't realistic enough to get that. So you might have to settle for 300,000. I'm just naming a figure, but you might have to offer something up, a compromise in other words. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading and take care. God bless and be blessed.